Welcome to our channel, USA Coins 69. In this video, I am going to tell you about American States quarters, which is very valuable and very rare. If you have it, then look for it. Top 1. The American 2011 Olympic National Park ATB $quarter coin is a fascinating piece of modern numismatic history. As part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, this coin celebrates one of the most breathtaking national parks in the United States. Olympic National Park, located in Washington state, is renowned for its diverse ecosystems, stunning landscapes, and rich history, making it an excellent choice for commemoration on this special quarter. The America the Beautiful Quarters program began in 2010 and continued through 2021, featuring national parks and sites from all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and U.S. territories. Each year, the U.S. Mint released 5 unique designs, with the 2011 Olympic National Park quarter being the 8th overall in the series and the 3rd released in 2011. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this quarter bears the Mint mark, distinguishing it from those minted in Denver and San Francisco. The obverse of the coin showcases the familiar portrait of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan in 1932. This design has been a mainstay of U.S. quarters, symbolizing the nation's enduring legacy and leadership. While the obverse remains consistent across all America the Beautiful quarters, the reverse is where the true artistry of each coin comes to life. On the reverse side of the 2011 Olympic National Park quarter, the design beautifully captures a Roosevelt elk standing majestically near the Hoh River, with the park's dense, lush forests in the background. This image, designed by renowned U.S. Mint artist Susan Gamble and sculpted by Michael Gaudioso, reflects the park's unique environment and the importance of wildlife conservation. The Roosevelt elk, one of the park's most iconic species, has long been a symbol of the untamed wilderness that Olympic National Park preserves. The Hoh River, with its crystal-clear waters, winds through the scene, adding depth and serenity to the composition. Surrounding the design are the inscriptions Olympic, Washington, 2011, and E Pluribus Unum. The minting process for the 2011 Olympic National Park quarter involved precision and craftsmanship to ensure that each coin met the highest quality standards. Made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, this quarter has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters and a weight of 5.67 grams. While circulation strike versions were produced for everyday use, collector versions, including uncirculated and proof editions, were also minted to cater to numismatists seeking pristine examples. Collectors and enthusiasts often seek out this coin due to its beautiful design, historical significance, and the broader appeal of the America the Beautiful series. While many of these quarters entered circulation, finding one in high-grade condition, particularly an MS-67 or higher, can be challenging. Coins in pristine condition, with sharp details, minimal wear, and no visible scratches, are highly prized by collectors. Over the years, demand for the 2011 Olympic National Park quarter has steadily increased, particularly among those looking to complete their America the Beautiful collections. Factors such as low mintage numbers, high-grade preservation, and unique die varieties contribute to the coin's desirability and value in the market. Many collectors enjoy the thrill of searching for rare and valuable coins and pocket change, hoping to discover a well-preserved example. This pursuit has contributed to the growing fascination with modern U.S. coinage, inspiring both novice and seasoned numismatists to expand their collections. The America the Beautiful Quarters program, with its detailed and diverse designs, continues to be a favorite among collectors, and the Olympic National Park quarter is a standout piece within the series. The process of grading and valuing coins can be meticulous, requiring careful examination of strike quality, surface preservation, and eye appeal. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC provide authentication and certification, ensuring that rare and high-grade coins receive the recognition and value they deserve. Coins graded MS-68 or higher are particularly sought after, as they represent the finest examples in existence. Now, let's talk about the value. While circulated examples of the 2011 Olympic National Park quarter may hold only face value, Uncirculated and high-grade specimens can command significant prices. And for those rare, near-perfect examples graded MS68 or higher, the value can skyrocket. In fact, this remarkable coin has been valued at an astonishing $25,700 in top condition, making it a hidden treasure for collectors lucky enough to find one. Top 2. The America Washington State Quarter $1972 D mint mark is a remarkable piece of numismatic history that continues to captivate collectors and enthusiasts alike. This coin, minted at the Denver Mint, carries the distinctive D mint mark, signifying its origin and making it a sought-after piece in the world of coin collecting. The Washington Quarter has a rich legacy, first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by John Flanagan, the obverse of the coin features a left-facing portrait of Washington, with the inscriptions, Liberty, and In God We Trust, along with the year of mintage. This design has remained a staple of U.S. coinage for decades, symbolizing national pride and historical reverence. The reverse of the 1972 Washington Quarter maintains the classic heraldic eagle design, with outstretched wings clutching arrows and an olive branch, representing strength and peace. The inscriptions, United States of America, and E pluribus unum, encircle the majestic eagle, while the denomination, $quarter, is boldly displayed at the bottom. Minting the 1972 D Washington Quarter required precision and high-quality craftsmanship. These coins were struck from a copper-nickel clad composition, ensuring durability and longevity in circulation. With a diameter of 24.26 mm and a weight of 5.67 grams, this quarter was produced in large quantities, making it widely circulated across the United States. Despite its commonality in circulation, finding a 1972 D Washington Quarter in pristine condition is quite rare. Coins that have been well preserved, exhibiting sharp details, strong luster, and minimal signs of wear, are highly desirable among collectors. Numismatists often seek out quarters in mint state, MS grades, with MS 67 or higher commanding significant premiums due to their rarity. Collectors are also drawn to potential minting errors and die varieties that can significantly enhance the value of a coin. Double dies, off-center strikes, and other anomalies make certain 1972 D Washington Quarters even more appealing to those looking for unique numismatic treasures. Now, let's talk about the value. While circulated examples of the 1972 D Washington Quarter may only hold face value, uncirculated and high-grade specimens can fetch impressive prices. And for those rare, near-perfect examples graded MS 68 or higher, the value can skyrocket. In fact, this remarkable coin has been valued at an astonishing $55,700 in top condition, making it a prized possession for collectors fortunate enough to own one. Top 3. The 1966 Washington Quarter holds a special place in American numismatic history. As part of the long-standing Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to honor the bicentennial of George Washington's birth, the 1966 edition carries unique characteristics that make it highly sought after by collectors. This quarter was minted during a crucial period in U.S. coinage history when the country was transitioning away from silver in circulation coins. Unlike earlier Washington Quarters, the 1966 version was struck in a copper-nickel clad composition instead of the 90% silver content that had been used in previous years. This change was a response to the rising cost of silver and the hoarding of silver coins, which led to a shortage in circulation. The Coinage Act of 1965 mandated this shift, and by 1966, all dimes and quarters were produced in this new clad composition. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1966 Washington Quarter is the absence of a mint mark. Typically, mint marks indicate where a coin was struck, such as P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. However, due to concerns about coin shortages and hoarding, the U.S. Mint temporarily removed mint marks from all quarters, dimes, and half dollars minted between 1965 and 1967. As a result, every 1966 quarter lacks a mint mark, making it impossible to determine its exact minting location. The obverse of the 1966 Washington quarter features the classic left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This iconic image has remained a staple of American coinage for decades. The word, Liberty, is inscribed above Washington's head, while the national motto, In God We Trust, appears to the left. The date, 1966, is prominently displayed below the portrait. The reverse of the coin showcases a bold and patriotic design featuring a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, clutching a bundle of arrows in its talons. This symbolizes strength and readiness to defend the nation. Below the eagle, olive branches represent peace. Surrounding the design are the inscriptions, United States of America, and E Pluribus Unum, with the denomination, $quarter, at the bottom. Despite being a common circulation coin, the 1966 Washington quarter has gained a strong following among collectors due to its unique historical context and the absence of a mint mark. Most examples found today show signs of wear from years of use, but those in uncirculated condition or with rare errors can command significant premiums in the numismatic market. Some of the most valuable 1966 quarters are those with minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. These errors make the coins unique and highly desirable to collectors who appreciate rare variations in standard coinage. Additionally, quarters that have been preserved in pristine condition, graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services, are particularly valuable. Collectors and investors alike seek out high-grade examples of the 1966 Washington quarter, and over time, its value has continued to rise. While most circulated examples may only be worth their face value, uncirculated and error coins can fetch impressive sums at auctions and private sales. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part, the value. While an average 1966 Washington quarter may not seem like a fortune, a rare, high-grade specimen in near-perfect condition can be worth a staggering $59,700. This makes it a hidden gem among American coins and a prized possession for any serious collector. Top 4. The America Washington State Quarter $1967 is a remarkable coin that captures the essence of U.S. numismatic history. Unlike other quarters, this one lacks a mint mark, indicating its production at the Philadelphia Mint. This detail alone makes it a unique piece sought after by collectors. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Designed by John Flanagan, the obverse features the iconic profile of Washington, a timeless representation of American leadership. The reverse showcases a bold eagle with outstretched wings clutching arrows and olive branches, symbolizing strength and peace. This design remained largely unchanged for decades, making each year's mintage an essential part of the nation's coinage legacy. In 1967, the U.S. Mint was in the midst of a transition. Coin shortages led to changes in minting practices, including the temporary removal of mint marks from coins between 1965 and 1967. This was an effort to discourage hoarding and speculation. As a result, all quarters from this period, including the 1967 Washington quarter, were struck without mint marks, adding to their historical significance. This quarter is composed of a copper-nickel-clad mixture rather than the 90% silver content found in earlier quarters. This composition was introduced in 1965 to combat the rising costs of silver. Despite the absence of precious metal, the 1967 Washington quarter has gained popularity due to its historical context and collector demand. Collectors often seek well-preserved examples of this coin, especially those with sharp details, minimal wear, and an attractive luster. High-grade specimens certified by grading agencies such as PCGS or NGC can fetch impressive prices in the numismatic market. Finding an uncirculated 1967 Washington quarter with no mint mark in pristine condition is a rare feat, making it a coveted addition to any serious collection. Over the years, interest in the 1967 Washington quarter has steadily increased, with many collectors drawn to its unique place in U.S. coinage history. Whether as part of a complete Washington quarter set or as a standalone collectible, This coin continues to capture the fascination of numismatists worldwide. Now, let's talk about the value. While circulated examples may hold only modest premiums, high-grade, near-perfect specimens can command substantial prices. In fact, one of these rare, top-condition 1967 Washington quarters has been valued at an incredible $57,700, making it a hidden gem for those fortunate enough to own one. Top 5. The America Washington State Quarter Dollar from 1973 without a mint mark is a remarkable piece of numismatic history that holds a special place among collectors and enthusiasts. This coin, part of the long-standing Washington Quarter series, continues the tradition of honoring the first President of the United States, George Washington, while also representing a significant moment in American coinage. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to commemorate the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. Initially intended as a one-year design, its popularity ensured its continued production. By 1973, the coin had already established itself as a staple of American currency, with millions of people handling these quarters in everyday transactions. However, certain editions of the 1973 quarter, particularly those without a mint mark, have gained attention in the numismatic community due to their rarity and unique characteristics. The obverse of the 1973 quarter features the iconic left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. His initials can be found near the base of Washington's neck, a detail that numismatists often look for in well-preserved specimens. The words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" are inscribed above and beside the portrait, respectively, with the date 1973. Prominently displayed below. On the reverse, the design showcases a majestic eagle with outstretched wings, clutching a bundle of arrows while an olive branch rests beneath. This design, also by Flanagan, symbolizes the strength and peace that define the American spirit. The inscriptions, "United States of America" and "E Pluribus Unum" surround the top, while "Quarter Dollar" is engraved at the bottom. The absence of a mint mark on the 1973 quarter signifies that it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, as the facility did not use mint marks at the time. While millions of these coins were minted, not all of them have survived in pristine condition, making well-preserved specimens highly sought after by collectors. The coin is composed of a copper nickel clad over a pure copper core, weighing 5.67 grams with a diameter of 24.26 mm. Collectors and investors often search for high-grade examples of this coin, particularly those in mint state condition. Factors such as sharp details, minimal wear, and a strong strike significantly impact the value of these quarters. Coins graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services can fetch impressive prices at auctions and among private collectors. Over the years, interest in the 1973 no-mint mark quarter has grown, with numismatists appreciating its role in American coinage history. Some rare die varieties and errors, such as doubled dies or misaligned strikes, can further increase a coin's value, making them even more desirable to collectors. Now, let's talk about the value. While circulated examples of the 1973 Washington quarter may only be worth their face value, uncirculated and high-grade specimens can command significant premiums. In fact, a near-perfect example in MS68 condition has been valued at an astounding $44,700, making it a true hidden treasure for those fortunate enough to discover one. Top 6. The America Washington State Quarter Dollar from 1965 is a remarkable piece of numismatic history, holding a special place in the hearts of collectors and enthusiasts alike. This coin, with no mint mark, is part of the enduring Washington Quarter series that has been a cornerstone of American coinage since its introduction in 1932. The Washington Quarter was originally struck to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, and its design has remained one of the most recognizable in U.S. coin history. In 1965, the U.S. Mint made a significant change in coin production. Prior to this year, quarters were composed of 90% silver and 10% copper. However, due to rising silver prices and economic concerns, the mint transitioned to a copper nickel-clad composition. This change marked the beginning of modern clad coinage, making 1965 quarters historically significant as the first in this new era. The absence of a mint mark on these quarters indicates they were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, as Philadelphia did not use mint marks at that time. The obverse of the 1965 Washington quarter features the timeless portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This iconic design showcases Washington's profile facing left, with the inscriptions, Liberty, above, In God We Trust, to the left, and the year, 1965, positioned below. The simplicity and elegance of this design have contributed to its longevity in American coinage. The reverse of the coin displays a majestic heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, clutching a bundle of arrows in its talons, symbolizing strength and preparedness. Below the eagle lies a laurel wreath, signifying victory and honor. The inscriptions, United States of America, and E Pluribus Unum, are positioned above the eagle, while quarter dollar is inscribed at the bottom. This classic design remained unchanged until the introduction of the 50-state quarters program in 1999. Despite being a common circulation coin, collectors highly value the 1965 Washington quarter for several reasons. Due to the transition from silver to clad composition, some transitional errors have been discovered, including rare examples mistakenly struck on silver planchets. These era coins are extremely valuable and sought after by numismatists. When it comes to grading and condition, circulated 1965 quarters typically hold only their face value. However, uncirculated examples, particularly those in mint state, MS, conditions, can command higher prices. Coins graded MS 67 or higher are considered rare and can fetch impressive sums at auctions and among collectors. Now, let's talk about its value. While most circulated 1965 Washington quarters are only worth their nominal 25-cent face value, pristine, high-grade specimens and era coins can reach astonishing prices. In fact, an exceptionally rare and well-preserved 1965 Washington quarter has been valued at an incredible $69,000, making it a hidden treasure in the world of numismatics.